Hi there, Becky here from 168 Fitness. So over the past couple of weeks, I've been talking about achieving your post-summer get back into shape, maybe weight loss, fitness goals, or goals just in general, just getting you feeling better now that we're going into sort of autumn, winter time and back into routine. So hopefully week 1, you set those goals. Week 2, I was saying take the first step. You need that plan of action. You need to know what that first step is and then just do it. Try and take that first step. It's the most important step that you can take on this journey. It's often the hardest, but you should have no regrets. Once you do it, the hardest bit's out the way. You've just got to keep going after that. And so this week, I'm going to give you some more advice on how to take that first step or next step if you are already on your way. So perhaps last week I was saying go for a walk or some kind of exercise session to get you started. So if you have taken that first step and you did some exercise last week, you got back into routine with maybe you were doing, you got a gym membership that's just not been used for a while, or I gave you some examples of things to do to take that first step to getting back into shape. So this week I just want you to keep doing what you started last week, and it's as simple as that. It's not necessarily easy because if you've got properly out of routine, or maybe it's like not just even a few weeks out of routine, maybe we're talking like a few months out of routine, then it's hard to necessarily just jump straight back in. But everyone can get back on track. You've just got to want to do it. So maybe it's a little bit of getting focused on those goals again, which is why I did say there's no point starting if you haven't got the goals. So some people can start even when they haven't got those goals, but generally speaking, they're not going to get very far because it comes to the point where you've actually got to do some work or make some effort. And if you don't know why you're doing it, then probably isn't going to happen, or it gets put down to the bottom of the priority list. So everything else becomes more appealing if you don't know why you would be doing that exercise session, or why you would cook that healthier meal, or why you would be going to bed that little bit earlier, or why you'd be setting your alarm clock that bit earlier to get up for a PT session or something. So you've got to know the why. You've got to keep focused on that. So that was why I was saying in week 1, set your goals. But every day be reading and thinking about those goals. Have them in mind. Every time you come to a bit of a crossroads, shall I do that exercise session? Shall I not? That's what you need to come back to, those goals. And then week 2, I was saying plan of action, how you're going to achieve it. Take that first step. And then here we are today. I just want you to keep repeating what you've been doing. If you've not taken that first step, then just take that first step. I promise you won't regret it. And you'll be feeling better even for just doing one thing that's going to help you achieve those goals. But if you have already taken the first step, then let's just keep on with that. Keep the momentum going. Now that you've started, as I said, that first step is the hardest. But now that you've started, let's just try and keep going. So if for most people, we need to be doing some exercise. It's not really an option anymore for us to be doing exercise. We know that for health, and we know that for achieving these goals, you're going to have to move a little bit more. Now, not everyone has to do the same exercise. Not everyone has to have a PT. Not everyone needs to be running or doing something vigorous, but you do need to be doing some kind of activity or exercise, whether that's walking, cycling, or or gym sessions, whatever is suitable for you. But yeah, everyone needs to be doing that. So if you've started, if that was your sort of first step is doing some kind of exercise, then I want you to, you've got to get the balance right of giving yourself time to recover. But generally speaking, 1 to 2 days in between each exercise session is going to be enough to recover, and then you can go again. So if you, for example, if you did that exercise session on Monday, then I want you to, on Wednesday or Thursday, to do the next exercise session. Either just repeat the same workout that you did on Monday, or do something different, but some kind of exercise or activity after maybe 1 or 2 days rest. And then I want you to do the same again, perhaps at the weekend. So we're aiming for 3 sessions a week, I'm talking 30 minutes perhaps each session. Doesn't need to be anything too extensive. If you go to a class and it's 45 minutes to an hour, then perfect. But if you have only got time for 30 minutes, or that's the workout that you choose to do, that's perfect. I just want you to make sure that you're being consistent, that you're doing it regularly enough to feel the benefits throughout the week, but then we also want to make sure it's manageable and sustainable, so that ongoing we can be doing it sort of 3 times a week would be good. So spoiler alert, I'm going to get you to do this for more than 1 week of your life. So so that's your goal for this week. So I think for most people, fitting in 3 exercise sessions is manageable for one, but also going to be highly beneficial. So that is your goal, 3 exercise sessions this week. And then if you're looking into, I'm going to talk next week about food and give you some advice on that. So we'll stick with the exercise goal for now. 3 exercise sessions this week is your goal to help you achieve your personal goals and help you get back into shape after the summer. So I'll see you next week for some more top tips.